So I have gone live before, and I think I'm supposed to look up there, but I'm gonna just look here. Does going live help your YouTube channel? So a lot of YouTube help channels tell people that to grow your channel, you need to go live. And there's even people that I follow that say, like, hey, once I started doing, regular live streams, I would gain tons of subscribers and, subscribers, watch hours. And I am trying to grow my channel. I would love to get monetized. However, I have gone live before. And well, okay. First of all, if you want to be entertained, go to my channel, like homepage, and click on the, like, when you can see types of videos, click on the types of videos called live. And my very first live video, the camera was like sideways. Okay, the camera was completely sideways. So I was like sideways as people were trying to watch, and I was like, is this sideways? Like, I even did research to make sure that my camera, like, that I wouldn't run into issues. Like, people like to say, like, most of the things you worry about never happen. Well, that's not true. Everything I worried about going live on YouTube happened. There were tech issues, so I was sideways. I was trying to read people's comments, and then I think I stopped that live video and then just decided, like, okay, I have to do it this way with the type of phone that I have, that I'm not going to be able to have it go that way. Anyways, so if you want to check out the next video after that I did live, I got the orientation of the screen figured out, but I think that one is even called reasons to not go live, or like why I don't want to go live on my channel, is because the things that happen, I so when people tell you to grow your channel, you need to go live. I don't know if those people have never run into the types of things that I think maybe other women experience when we go live. So for example, the last time I went live and I was like, hey, I just want to try it out. I got the tech figured out and I'm just going to go live. Of course, the comments I started getting random people. I don't think they were subscribers, just totally random people watching who started to make sketchy comments in the comments. So thankfully, one lesson I've learned is to not read the comments out loud as they come in. Okay, so the question is, can you actually grow your YouTube channel by going live? Um, if you were tuning in hoping that I would have an answer for that, I'm actually still learning along with all of you. If you yourself are a content creator, a YouTuber, if you also are wondering, I'm trying to find that out myself. So I had two previous bad experiences with going live. If you missed me mentioning that, and thank you for those of you who are joining me. If you missed me talking about that, I had two previous live streams on my channel. It went badly. So I was thinking, like, I'm going to try again, and I want to try it out. I want to see if going live can help grow my channel. I think the last time I went live, I checked my stats and I got 1 subscriber. But people say, like, oh, if you go live, you'll get all these watch hours, you get tons of subscribers. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, if you tell me in the comments if you also are a YouTuber, have you found that to be true? Because I want to know if how common these experiences are. If you are a content creator and you have found that going live has gotten you watch hours and subscribers, please let me know, because I'm kind of doing these experiments and just seeing what works. So I also decided that part of going live would have to entail, like, because you see people go live and then it's like, so anybody have any questions for me? And then they're like, well, I don't see any questions. So and then you're like, oh, so I didn't want to, like, get stuck with being like, so feel free to ask me anything about being a YouTuber. And then have like no questions. So feel free to ask me any questions, or please tell me if you are a YouTuber or content creator and going live has helped your channel. Please also put that in the comments. I would love to hear from you. So I started my channel back in 2018, and I wanted to do it because I had like this whole online business thing. I was doing proofreading and uh, social media image creation, and I was like, ooh. Oh, I also had I still do have like an online course for like Instagram and like all these things that I was trying to sell, like products and services. And I was like, ooh, I know if I do a YouTube channel and I, make videos on topics that it would make sense that like at the end of the video, I can say like, hey, and if you're interested in hearing more, check out my thing. Or if you need help with this, try this thing. Then I would have all these videos to go with it. So I was watching other, women in online business type videos and thinking like that. And I was going to fancy background. You can see I decided to stop waiting for that. So I have my, books, piles of things, a stuffed llama. I angle it carefully so you can't see the huge mess. But I decided not to wait until I had like this fancy background and great lighting. For any of you who don't know, my lighting is a dollar store lamp that is way too bright. And so to soften it, I put tissue paper over it. So hopefully this is an encouragement. If you are hoping to be a content creator, don't wait for like, fancy my microphone that I'm not even using right now because I can't plug it in while my camera is facing this way or my phone is facing this way. It's this little thing. I think it cost me maybe 40, maybe $50. I saved gift money and all that for it. So it works and it clips on. So I have my microphone, non-fancy microphone, my dollar store light with trash over it for my lighting. So I'm saying all of this to just encourage you that like if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel but you're feeling like you watch all the other people online and you're like, look how fancy and like they do all these cool editing things, and there are people out there who don't like all the fancy editing and the things looking super professional and fancy. Like, I don't relate to that. So I am actually way more drawn to content creators who pretty much just turn on the camera and start talking and they have something to say that I'm interested in. Or, they're talking about books that they read and I'm like, oh, what books are they reading? Maybe I want to read them. I know that there are people out there who just they're kind of tired of like fancy editing tricks and professional lighting. Like it just isn't relatable for everybody. So I want to encourage you with like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, all you really need is like something that you can record on, preferably an iPad or a phone or something. And you can literally just, record yourself. You don't have to edit. Just start talking like you're talking to a friend and, upload it and, you know, just start a YouTube channel. So that I started my channel to lead to my products and services. I unfortunately had to end up I was not able to continue investing a ton of time into marketing that business, and all those things are still, I still have all those things available, and it's a long story, so I won't go into it here, but feel free to if you want to hear the whole story of my online business journey, please, if you want a brutally honest take on how all of those things go, doing a work from home online business, please check out my channel. I have tons of videos on how brutally honest takes on how that all went. But all that to say, I created my channel for that purpose. And then when I was no longer able to devote the time that I needed to keep things going and to make more sales and like gain more traction with followers and all that, um, I decided to just make my channel about pretty much whatever I wanted it to be about. Um, I still talk about like things that I've tried to make money online and brutally honest about how it went. And then I just talk about life lessons that I have learned. I also talk about books that I've read or, thoughts that I'm having. I really talk like spiritual experiences. Sometimes I just know things and it's kind of weird that I know things. So I talk about all of that stuff on this channel. If you are interested in checking out all of those types of things, feel free to subscribe. This experiment with going live, I can currently say, so I've been live for 11 minutes. So for this current round of trying out the going live thing to help grow your channel, one thing is different. I am not getting, so far, I am not getting totally random or inappropriate comments, which is nice. So thank you to everyone who has watched and has not left like a sketchy random comment. I appreciate that. So hopefully I will get more experiences like this to gather data and information and like, was this worth it? Like, do you need to go live to grow your channel? That's what I'm trying to find out. If you have topics that you would like me to talk about, whether my experience with YouTube or books that I'm reading or things that I've learned, or if you watch any of my other videos and you're like, I'd actually like to hear more about this, please let me know. Comment and, I want to get ideas for what you all are interested in. I'm trying to balance that also with like things that I'm really interested in talking about too, because a lot of YouTube content creators burn out when they just focus on like, well, this is what people want. Well, this is what's popular. This is what's getting the views. Usually, or if they say like, my channel is about this one topic, a lot of times people get burnt out and they end up saying like, you know what? My channel's pivoting and I'm just going to do it about whatever I want. And or they want to change what they're talking about, or some people just quit altogether. So I would love to hear what you all would like to see. Like, check out my other videos and see if there's something that you're like, I would like more of this, or I have a question about this, or can you do a video about this or that? I would love to hear, because I do want to balance what you all are wanting to see and balance that out with things that I like to share as well. And hopefully there will be like a, it'll like match up, So thank you for watching. This is this has been an interesting experiment to see if going live makes that big of a difference on a channel or not. And again, I would love to hear your experiences too on if you go live on your channel. Does it help? I'd love to hear. So thank you for watching, and feel free to check out my other videos. What was I going to say? Oh, also, no, I'll leave it at that. But thank you for watching. And yeah, if you're just joining, I should have this. I will have it uploaded soon into like, so you can catch it from the beginning. So the way that works, if you're not familiar, so I'll end this live and then it'll take a bit of time to like, YouTube uploads it and then converts it into whatever viewable thing so you can watch on the replay. So thanks for watching, and I think this is how I end it. I struggled with this last time on how to end it. I tap the X in the top corner, pretty sure. Bye.